Uh, Let me start with a small incident. I was working in Chennai, a company called Bitech. I know a person who was working in with the offshore project using the latest technology at that time, that is Oracle 6i forms and reports. And because it's the latest technology at that time, and there was a lot of demand in the market, and you know that, yeah. And so his friends wanted him to conduct a session on Oracle 6 for them, and this fellow happily agreed for that. And everything is fine. They decided a date, and one day evening they just assembled in the room like this, and they asked him to go ahead and present. And this guy just came to the stage, and he cleaned up the board and just turned around. You know what happened? He was standstill. He's just shivering, and he's not able to talk. And all his friends, they encourage him, come on, let's do it, you can start, you can do it, and all. Then slowly he started speaking with a trembling voice and still shivering, and it was going on for some time. Then after a few minutes or something, somehow he is able to manage and complete the sessions. And that person is, it's me only. Good evening, Toastmaster of the day and fellow Toastmaster and the guest and my colleagues and any other visitors. There is a saying in Chinese, I think by Lao Tzu, which is that the journey of the 1,000 miles begins with a single step. I'm starting my first step today with Toastmasters. My name is Ravichandran, and what it means. In Tamil, Ravi means sun, Chandran means moon. That means sun moon. But you can see what had a lot of effect on me from my color. Basically, you can see I'm a hot guy. I'm born in a small village, a well-to-do family, and I have 3 elder brothers and 1 elder sister, and I am the youngest in the family. I started my education in my village, and after 2 years, I moved to a nearby town, which is about 8 kilometers from my village, and completed my schooling and my college, and completed my degree in physics for that. During the final year of my degree, we had 2 optional papers. One is the microprocessor and the photon programming. These 2 basically kind of kindled my interest in computers. So, and I wanted to do something on the computer, so I joined the computer course and completed a 1-year diploma. And I started working for that institute itself as a lab assistant. That was my first career move. Then from there, I moved to Chennai, and I was working there. Then from there, I went to Dubai, and I came to Singapore for a short visit, about 6 months. Again, I went to UK. And once again, I came to Singapore in 1996. When I came to Singapore first, I was working for a manufacturing company for 6 months. Then I joined Dash Bank. Here I was working as a programmer and maybe a part-time database administrator. Then from here, I moved to OUB, which was merged with the current UOB, United Overseas Bank. And from there, I moved to Standard Chartered, to Barclays, and again back to Dash Bank in 2006. During this, I was working with all the banks, and basically this gave me a very good opportunity to understand like how the different banks operates in a different way, and that gave me a good experience. And when I came back to DB, I was putting that into effect. That gave me a good name from my managers and my peers and colleagues. Basically, when it comes to my personality, like, everybody first when they are looking at me, they go, oh wow, he's a very fierce guy. That's the thing. Whenever last time it happened 2 times that when I came from India, the immigration counter in Singapore, the lady will look at me, look fierce. That's what happened few times. Like then I told once, like, no, I'm not that kind of person. I'm a cool, jovial, and understanding personality. Like, but it's very hard to, believe for them. Like, It's okay, it's nature. But at the same time, when I go back to home on taxi, it's happened 2 times. The taxi driver was telling, like, wow, you are speaking very nicely, you are so gentle, your wife is very lucky. Like, so, okay, maybe. I agree with you. So this is how it's all going. And about my family, I mean, I have a lovely understanding wife and one daughter who is, who is 15 years old and doing Sec 3 now and going to Sec 4. So that's about my family. And as I said earlier, a journey of 1,000 miles. I mean, for the journey of 1,000 miles, you have to put a first step. And I think I put my first step today, and I'm very sure with the support from you, I can reach the 1,000 miles, and I'm very confident about that. Yeah, that's all from me, and thanks for giving me an opportunity.